quit playing hockey on the roof. I don't care if you're not supposed to be here today, because we're taking a look at Clerks, the animated series, this week on the Wise as a Cartooncast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wise as a Cartooncast. It's the only show on the internet where we take a look at animated adaptations and ask the essential question, hey, why is this a cartoon? I'm your host, Joey, and joining me is Chris.
Hola, folks.
And Tim.
Yo.
And like I said, this week we are taking a look at Clerks, the animated series. Oh, the unloved, canceled too soon before its time masterpiece.
Did it even air?
Yeah, it did air.
It did
by
air
everybody's favorite
Was
underachiever,
it on
Kevin
WB?
Smith.
No, ABC.
Was it ABC?
ABC aired this show.
This show
What a bunch of
ran
idiots.
for
Yeah.
2 episodes.
Only 2.
2 episodes back in the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
I want you to die.
Get in fucking line. Anyway.
6 episodes were made. Only 2 were aired in its original run. It later got syndicated on fucking
Comedy Central, I believe.
No, the Adult Swim.
Adult Swim did it too?
It was on Adult Swim first.
Oh, Adult Swim. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Fun fact, according to Wikipedia, the characters were designed by Steven Silver, known for his character designs on Kim Possible and Danny Phantom. So I'm going to put Clerks, the animated series, up there as one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I love
really?
this show,
Wow.
and I
Wow.
watched the hell out of it.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it was my brother was home visiting from the army, and he had it on DVD, and so he put it on. He was like, "Hey, watch this. You'll enjoy it." And I watched it, and I freaking loved it. And then during that same trip home, he had went out and bought the movie Clerks, and he brought it home. We were gonna watch it, and now I don't know if he had never seen it before or not, but I was like 10 years old at the time, and he put this on like right at dinner time. So it comes on, and it gets to the scene with fucking Jay and Silent Bob. He's like, "Oh, fuck this bitch. I'll fuck this bitch." And my brother's like, "Hey, we'll watch this later."
Hey, make sure you don't suck any dicks on your way out.
Anyway, yeah, I love this show. Every episode is a gold mine. I could talk about it for literally
It
hours.
really did get canceled too early.
This is the problem. They only aired 2 episodes. The first episode they aired was not the first episode of the series. The first episode they aired, you guys have seen every episode, right?
Yeah. I agree.
First off, I highly recommend you go online and watch all these episodes because they're great. There's 6 episodes. It's like a 3-hour hilarious cartoon movie. But the first one they showed is episode 4, which is the
Yeah.
courtroom one, which might be my favorite episode.
Is that the one with
With Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold
And everything
Eddie
goes
Murphy?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That episode is the one that
That was the
takes
first.
this show into a whole nother level and probably becomes.
That was the first episode they showed. And then the episode they showed after that was episode 2, which is a flashback episode. But the joke for episode 2 is they only flash back to episode 1. But since they hadn't aired episode 1 at the time, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So this show got royally screwed, but it's a hilarious show, and I love everything about it.
Well, I mean, and it's such a tragedy that they had to reference the cartoon in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, not in Clerks 2. I almost thought it was Clerks 2. Because Randall and Dante are in the quick stop, and they're talking about how Jay and Silent Bob are, like, making a ruckus out front. And I don't remember. Dante says something, and Randall goes, "Oh, that's probably why the cartoon got canceled." And what? Nothing.
I
The
don't
view
remember
askew-inverse.
I don't remember that line
Verse.
from that
View
movie.
askew-inverse.
I don't know, but the show's based off Clerks, which is the 1994 Kevin Smith movie that everybody knows and loves,
Oh yeah.
unless you're a douchebag.
Which Clerks ending did you prefer? The one in the movie or the alternate ending?
The normal ending, not the one where he gets shot in the end. That's stupid.
Dude, that was so like if they had stuck with that would have been so fucking tragic.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that would have been way out of hand. I mean, I personally hate fucking Dante. I always have. I didn't like him in Mallrats either.
Was he in Mallrats?
He's in
Yeah.
Mallrats for like 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
was in Mallrats. I
When they're talking
forgot.
about-
He's
'cause
like
they reference it in Clerks 2 even. Like
Yeah.
when on the dating.
Oh, yeah, no,
You saw
wait,
the-
he wasn't Dante. Brian O'Halloran had a different role in
Yeah,
Mallrats.
he was.
But they reference it again because they're talking
Yeah.
about he's going to community college for law enforcement or something like that, and then they reference it later in Clerks 2. We're like, what the fuck are we doing in college? Law enforcement? Like, or criminal justice or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think they retconned it to that it was Dante in that movie.
Okay.
I
don't think. No, that's just a callback. That's just a.
This guy begs for sex. You should know. Like, we can smell our own. Motherfucking begs.
Is that Mallrats too?
Yeah, it's Mallrats.
I remember Mallrats. I will.
Mallrats.
You think just because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit?
Mallrats is
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, I think it's pretty all right.
Yeah, it's
Would
it's not as
either of
good
you
as
guys
Clerks.
like a chocolate covered pretzel, by the way?
Any movie where
The three
So
different.
great.
what's that actor's name?
Jason Lee.
Jason Lee. Any movie where Jason Lee plays plays hockey games on Sega. That's up there. For me.
Yeah.
Like I saw that.
Shannon Doherty
yeah.
was his girlfriend.
That was like my fantasy. Like, why can't I just hang out and play old hockey games on Sega?
And then just go to the comic book store. Just read comics. That's all he did. And he meet Stan Lee in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Mallrats was pretty cool now I think about it.
Tell him,
was a good
Steve
movie.
Dave.
So what? This whole
Dude,
episode, we're not even going to talk about the damn cartoon. We're
We'll
just going
get
to talk
there.
about
Yeah,
Kevin
we'll get
Smith
there.
movies.
We'll get there.
I mean, the
I love how they make Walter and Steve Dave in the cartoon like a will they, won't they type scenario.
God.
I'm going as the Human Torch, and Steve Dave is going as a secret agent, cleverly disguised as Steve Dave.
Shit.
It's the first episode, and then episode 2 is the callback episode, which is hilarious.
yeah.
Episode 3 is that the outbreak one?
Is that the one with the monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with him? Nicotine fit. Episode 4 is the court episode. Episode 5 is Temple of Doom / Bad News Bears. And then episode 6 is the best one.
What's episode 6?
Yeah, I don't remember anymore.
With the carnival across the street, and they have to stay.
Oh my God.
Where they're like, we're bringing it back to old school Clerks.
And that's when like Jay and Silent Bob come into the store every
Yeah.
time and said, "You're missing this carnival across the street."
I
This,
thought you
this,
said it
this
sucked
happened."
and was gay. I have used that
Oh my God.
line
I wanna point out, though-
nonstop in my adult life.
I want to point out, though, that one of the things I do appreciate about the Clerks cartoon series is that everybody plays themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they brought
he didn't-
everybody back.
Even
he brought-
even Kevin Smith voices Silent Bob,
Yeah.
which most people say, "Oh, he's joking." No, Silent Bob actually, like the PSA portion at the end of the first episode and
yeah.
everything. He's talking and everything. I wish you could talk, Silent Bob. Snicker joke.
How did they get Charles Barkley for this?
I don't know, but
I'm
that was,
pretty sure Charles Barkley wasn't doing anything at the time.
He's like a basketball analyst on fucking TNT or
I'm
whatever.
sure he
And
wasn't
he's
doing
on-
anything.
He's on the show quite a bit too, isn't
He's
he?
on, like, every
Yeah,
episode.
like how
Well,
the
it
fuck
might
did they
be.
get
He might be
Charles
like a
Barkley?
super like Clerks fan that we don't even know about.
Oh, maybe.
Like he
Maybe
might
him
be
and
like,
Kevin
"Yo,
Smith.
Kevin Smith, I love that motherfucker."
Yeah.
One of us should go to one of Kevin Smith's awful live Q&A shows.
You shut up. I talked to Kevin Smith about episode fucking 7, man. He was doing a live stream about it, and I was in the chat room, and I was like, "So what'd you think?" And he's like, "I thought it was pretty damn good." I was like, "Well, there you go." Yeah, I was an anonymous person typing text at him.
The man who talked to Kevin Smith online.
Wow. Yeah. Woo! Look at me.
We haven't had a man like that around here since the man who met Andy Griffith.
I wish I could
Married
do that anyway.
with children, quote.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
I met God today, and he was wearing his
His perfect shoes.
Where are your socks? They're built in. Oh no, they're sewn inside the shoes. And then didn't he make the shoes and like they had fake toes on the front of them and everything?
They're like gold. So
Okay, we just referenced the friggin' Married with Children, so I think it's time for us to talk about the actual cartoon.
well, first off, is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Joe, is it safe?
Yeah,
it's safe.
Is it safe?
It's very safe.
But is it safe?
But is it safe?
I just want some smokes.
Is it safe?
I just want some smokes.
Is it safe? I didn't get that reference. When I saw this show as a kid, I didn't know what the hell movie it was from.
Perfect opening.
Perfect opening, because after I saw that as a kid, that's what I kept saying to everybody in my middle school. Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
No clue they were talking about the marathon, man. No clue. Just thought it was from fucking Clerks.
So funny.
That's great. So he runs off. His car crashes,
And that
catches
would-
fire. Then he keeps running, and he catches fire.
The wonderfully talented Brian Posehn.
This show was like a gem a minute.
It's such a crime against humanity that they aired these episodes out of order.
They
Because
didn't even air them
you think-
all.
if people had tuned in to watch the very first episode of Clerks, the animated series, and they got to see the "Is it safe?" scene, they would have been
would've been-
sold. 9
Yeah.
seasons. 9 seasons.
You definitely think that if they sort of went in order, this show would still be on.
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, or if it had gone on a better channel, like if Comedy
If,
Central,
yeah.
like Comedy Central had done it instead of ABC, or even
I have it in my
WB
notes.
or-
This would have killed on Adult Swim.
oh my God, it would have.
Yeah.
But Adult Swim didn't exist in 2000.
No,
Toonami.
we
had
were
the
a few
two
years
runs of
away.
Toonami. We had the late night Toonami and the midday Toonami.
Even still, if it just held out a couple years and then came out then, it would have slayed. Like this
it
would
have, yeah.
fucking next to Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
totally. Yeah, this show would have been
Well,
right up there.
but Mission Hill was on.
Mission Hill was on WB.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which one was
Mission
on?
Hill was syndicated on Adult Swim along with the
That's-
Oblongs.
See, now you know what the thing about the Oblongs is. So real quick,
We could do an episode on the Oblongs. That's an adaptation.
it was a comic strip, wasn't it?
It wasn't a comic strip. They were like comic. It wasn't like it wasn't a comic strip.
It was like a Far Side style thing, wasn't it? Maybe
kind
a
of.
single.
It was
panel?
like an indie comic.
Oh well,
One of
I
those
mean,
bullshit 90s
but my thing with
things.
the Oblongs is I remember loving it. Then I watched it later on. Recently, actually, I watched an episode of it and I'm like, I mean, it has its moments, but it's not as good as I remember it being.
No, it's not great.
It's really not.
It's-
I mean, like
It's charming as hell.
it is
I like, yeah.
like
Like fucking Will Ferrell as the
as the dad.
hippity hop dad.
So anyway, so is it safe? Can we continue?
yeah, I guess it opens up with Dante sleeping under some clothes. He gets the phone call
Yeah,
from
it
the
starts
manager.
off just like the movie did.
Yep. I'm
Perfect.
not even supposed to be here today.
Hey, yeah. And then he opens the store and clerks suck. And
Yep.
he rolls up the thing and it says clerks suck on the window too.
Well, at least nobody jammed gum in the locks.
Oh my God. You know, as someone who used to open a store every once in a while.
Go ahead. No, finish your thought and then I'll do the right thing.
Sorry, do the right thing.
The animated series.
As someone who used to actually open Burger King once in a while, something like that would probably have caused me to explode into a ball of angry fat and blood at that. Just seeing that.
We never talked about the amazing theme song.
That was just
I thought it was for what it was. It's not a
Yeah.
kid show.
no.
Clerks is not a kid show. For what it was, this is a great theme song. On its
Yeah.
own, it's a great theme song.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the Clerks theme song, I'm gonna drop it in right now. Do 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 do. Ba 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 na 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 da 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 bing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was the Clerks theme song.
You
I
know,
love it. It's great.
I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't know what's going to happen when you say you're going to drop something in right here. Sometimes we get silence.
Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes magic happens.
I mean, like
that was a scenario where you got magic, but you wanted nothing.
like our Swamp Thing episode is a good example of that. I expected nothing, but I was rewarded by that terrible.
I
fucking
expected
theme
nothing,
song.
and I was still disappointed.
All I got was a
So,
lousy
Did anybody else? I'm jumping back. I'm jumping back to the beginning. Did anybody else like see Dante sleeping in a pile of clothes and be like, "How comfortable must that be?" I've always like.
You've never
There-
slept in a pile of clothes
No,
on the floor?
there have been many
I've
times.
been very drunk in a pile of clothes on the floor before.
There have been many times where I finished laundry and just carried it up to my room and plopped it on my bed, and then been so lazy that I ended up crawling under it. But like to be in a giant pile of clothes, I've never done.
My one of my best friends, when he was in college, I was up for a Halloween party or two, and at one point I did get so drunk that I crawled into his closet and pulled all of his clothes down on top of me and slept in a pile of his clothes. Yeah, and if he listens to this, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he's gonna be laughing, and he's probably gonna mutter the words "blue balls," and I'm gonna leave it completely out of context, and let's just move on from there.
So
Let
we're,
everybody sit on that for a while.
so to get back to where we're at, we're in the quick stop.
We start he opens it up. No.
Can you vulcanize my tires while I wait?
Yeah, how much is this? And then like
The montage
Oh,
of
the
stupid
muffins?
customers
Yeah.
How much are the muffins?
Underneath
And then
the
the
sign.
sign that says
Yeah.
$1.49.
Taken straight from the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the customers.
Oh my God!
I say that every day. I think.
What do you mean you got no ice? You mean I gotta drink this coffee hot?
And
Oh my God.
Little did they know, Kevin Smith predicted the future back in 1994.
even as a person that used to work in retail, customers do ask the stupidest questions.
They do.
Oh my God.
Working at the restaurant West Hazelton, man, like for the 7 years I did that, I always was like, man, if nobody would come in here, that would be the best night ever. I don't want to make your damn omelets or cheesesteak hoagies. Please go away. But so yeah, they everybody rushes in and rushes out, puts money in his hand, and he puts it in the register.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting ever happens down here. Fireworks.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob are not selling pot; they're selling fireworks.
Yeah, they can't sell drugs on network TV.
They could talk about it though, because everything looked like a bong. It looks like
Yeah.
a bong.
That looks like
yeah.
a bong too. That's the ugliest damn bong I've ever seen.
That was probably my favorite line from this episode.
Is that the line of the episode then?
Besides, is it safe? I think that line.
That might be it.
Yeah, that's the ugliest damn bong I've ever seen. So apparently,
Let's go
Leonardo...
find that kid with the helmet. He's loaded. The kid with the helmet is like, he's the best supporting character on the show.
So Leonardo's coming back, and apparently,
Who the hell is Leonardo? A question asked by people with their fingers far from the pole.
Hey. And then we have this whole montage about his great grandfather discovering Canada or something like that, and buying the town for 14.
Trading Canadian mineral rights for the debilitating polio virus.
Yeah.
And the guy just drinks it and dies.
So then Leonardo comes back and like, how did we not notice that before with the large tent-like structures right across the street from the quick stop? And then he pulls the sheet off the Leonardo Tower and he goes, "That looks like." That's the
bong.
That looks like a giant bong.
Are we not going to mention who voices Leonardo?
Oh, you mean Alec Baldwin?
TV's Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Star of Stage and Screen, Alec Baldwin.
How weird is that? That like, he actually.
What a crazy pull! Charles Barkley and Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then they had other guest stars too.
Wait, Alec Baldwin wasn't doing anything at the time
No,
because he was
wasn't.
like,
It's 2000. How much pull could
he was
Kevin
going through
Smith
the
possibly
troubles.
have had?
Yeah.
What was Kevin Smith's latest movie in 2000?
Was it Dogma?
Dogma. 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogma.
And Dogma
was pretty big.
It was a great fucking movie too.
I just realized I totally forgot. I went to that shop he has that
The Secret Stash.
Yeah,
Oh, Brody's Secret Stash.
in Jersey.
How is it?
I forgot I went there. I got a picture of Buddy Christ when I was at the store because they had the picture of Buddy Christ in the store.
That was my AOL icon forever.
Buddy Christ.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go there, like, but
Yeah.
nobody is there. Like
Walt's
I don't think.
there.
Is Walt there?
Yeah.
Really?
They shot that. Yeah, and fucking the big hairy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot there. They had a TV show. They shot out of it. Comic Book Men.
Oh.
Yeah.
So. Anyway.
Yeah, what's going on with the show? Leonardo.
Leonardo shows up. He unveils.
Quick, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quicker stuff.
Like, of course, he has
convenience
odd job
store.
as an assistant.
Yeah.
Quicker stop. It's because, and he's like specifically referencing Dante.
With names like Dante and Handel.
It's Randall.
Very good.
Honest to God, like we need to reiterate this again. You guys really we
This-
cannot talk this show up enough. You need to watch this.
It's not just the first episode.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
6
Watch
episodes.
all 6 of them.
Like, this is going to be
Back
one of
to
the
back.
shows that we all actually like that we're going to spend some time on because
I revisit this show all the time. I've
Really?
seen I've
reference
seen
it. You
these
used to reference
episodes
it at
dozen.
work all the
I'm
time,
telling
too.
you, I say that I thought you said it sucked and was gay. Like that's part of my lexicon. Those things are put together by junkies and alcoholics. You guys have any Band-Aids? Do you sell black tar heroin?
Oh, shit.
Band-Aid is a brand name.
So after that, Jay and Silent Bob officially tell Randall and Dante they're standing in front of the quicker stop from now on, and they're like, "Oh,
Officially.
officially." Well, it's only like right across the street, so it was like no big
yeah,
deal.
we'll be over here if anybody needs us. All right.
Yeah.
And then
They go inside the
Okay.
quicker stop, and they go on that
not
ride.
yet, because they're sitting inside the store with no customers. And
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
this is amazing. Like, well, and then they're talking about how they show all the business going over, and then you see Randall go, "What will I do? How will I feed my kids?" The butcher, Mr. No. Oh my God, how will I ever live with no customers? Oh, that's Mr. Blah 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 from the And then they go.
Doesn't the boss call and say he has to shut the store down?
Yeah, he's shutting the store down. So like,
or no, that's not yet. That's before the pays you exit.
Yeah, So he says he's shutting the store down, and then we need to get more customers in here. So I got an idea, and then they show the banner, pay as you exit. Isn't that what they normally do?
So funny.
And then Jay's like, "Oh man, that's a sweet deal.
It's a sweet idea."
So then they decide to check out the quick stop.
Yeah.
So they get on the It's a Small World type.
Yeah. Everything has a coffee shop.
And coffee.
The coffee shop has a
tiny pornography store.
Yeah. Adult magazines.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Selection
it was
of teeny tiny adult magazines.
Our thing with our bookstore with a small coffee shop, and then it's like our coffee shop with a small bookstore inside of it with a teeny tiny
selection of adult magazines
and a teeny tiny coffee shop. And then they go
through
the wall of mirrors.
I'm shopping with you.
The dead live.
The dead live.
I love that whole sequence.
Guy runs out of the store,
comes back,
buys his groceries, leaves, comes back, gets change, leaves again. Sir, you forgot your receipt. Comes back, all while screaming. And it doesn't sound funny the way we're saying it, but it's hilarious.
It's pretty fucking good.
One of the highlights.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound funny the way we describe it, but take our word for it. The show, all 6 episodes are amazing.
Yeah, they really are.
So they take the tour of the quicker stop.
Then they make a single sale to 35 cents to an old lady after they offer 75% off everything in the store at the quick stop.
I have a coupon.
And then
18 cents.
It goes the information.
LL.
It goes down a line, up a satellite, out a satellite dish to a satellite, and then back down to another satellite dish across the street.
And then it comes out a little stock ticker.
Yeah, and then
bad news, LL.
Quick stop sales have gone up 1,000%. Bring the clerks to me, and he offers
no. Bring this quick stop to me.
Oh.
How about the 2 kids who run it?
Very well. Because he said,
for now or something.
Yeah,
like.
and he offers them a job.
Wait, we forgot to mention that he's building an IKEA desk when this is happening.
Oh my God, terribly.
Very topical humor.
Yeah.
I want to point out that I don't understand what everybody's issue with IKEA stuff is, because I've never had a problem with IKEA furniture. Maybe I just have that extra, IQ point that you required.
He's sitting on the floor, just holding small pieces of wood.
Yeah.
And Plug, his big bodyguard guy, comes in. He's like, "Why don't I just order you a desk? Maybe a nice mahogany. Why don't I just throw money out the window?"
Look at this bleached oak. $79.99. Didn't he say like the Borgenlorgen or something like that?
Yeah, some stupid thing.
And then he
stupid
when he heard
thing.
about the sales, he snapped it in half, and so he calls for the clerks. They come, and his desk is
his desk is janked up,
janky as hell.
And I've got all these spare pieces.
That's very nice. Looks like an idiot to it.
Looks like a piece of crap. Looks like a Riri made it.
Yeah, he does say that, doesn't he? This show is just. God. Oh, it's perfection.
It's great.
So fun.
It really is
fantastic.
And then he offers them a job.
No, what does Dante say?
And it's like, "Hey, nice building, by the way. Shaped like an L. Was that just in case you forget your initials?"
Now you've gone too far. Randall smacks him.
Yeah, great. Now you offended him.
So then he offers him a job.
Yeah.
In the management program with benefits and salary and stuff like that, and.
Yeah, and then go back to college or whatever.
Yeah, to Rutgers.
Yeah,
and then
Rutgers
Randall's
college.
like, "What? No way!" And like, no. You think we could be bought? And then Dante's like, "Yes, we can be bought." Wait, no, what are you doing?
Is this the point where he gets the phone call from Canada?
Yeah, the phone call from the King of Canada.
Good day, Your Highness.
That whole sequence was
It's not
great.
magic, it's rain.
Rain.
Go ahead, try to fight the rain.
Kill it then.
Try to kill it.
And then they get kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great.
I have in my notes this would have. We mentioned it would have done well on Adult Swim. This would have killed on the Fox.
Oh yeah,
with
if this
Family
was,
Guy.
If this would have aired in 2000 on
Which is ironic because they took shots at Family Guy in Clerks, the animated series.
Did they?
In episode 6, it shows the it shows like the Clerks writing room, and they're reading, and the one guy's reading a book called "How to Steal Jokes" by Seth MacFarlane, or something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely could have been part of like Fox's Sunday night lineup
Yeah.
with like Simpsons, Futurama, King of the Hill.
Would have killed.
It would have been.
Speaking of King of the
Great.
Hill,
Here we go. King of the Hill moment of the week.
Oh God, here we go.
which episode do I want to talk about? I love the episode where they get Hank's old football coach to coach Bobby's team.
Oh my God.
Bobby quits the team. And Hank goes there to turn the playbook, and he's like, "I know you spent a lot of money getting all these playbooks copied." His coach is like, "It's the collating. That's where they screw you."
Oh my God.
And that's this week's King of the Hillside conversation.
Too bad we don't have those every week, so people would expect them.
Oh, they're happening every episode now.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I doubt you're going to do it on the next episode.
Shit. Listen, I'll record the jump in from my bedroom.
You know, maybe we recorded these in order.
Speaking of which, if you guys want to find us online, be sure to send us an email at witacartooncast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at witacartoon. And we're also on YouTube. If you're listening to this podcast, which you must be if you're hearing my voice, you're probably doing it on Spotify or Google Play. And if you're not, you can totally find us there and listen to us there.
I found us there.
You could also check out our direct RSS feed, plug it into your podcasting app of choice. Sorry, we don't have that all figured out yet. I'm a busy little beat. And we'll be on iTunes eventually once I stop being lazy and iTunes stops sucking.
Yeah, mainly we're all busy little bees because none of you want to subscribe to our Patreon, so we actually can't do this for a living. We actually have to have day jobs. I have 2 of them. Chris has a night job.
Weird flex, but whatever.
Yeah. Support our Patreon. That doesn't exist.
Oh, wait. Can we take a break to talk about the hate we've received over My Pet Monster?
Oh, my
It
God,
was
yeah.
2 episodes ago.
That
at
was
this point.
polarizing. That was people are like, oh, F you. I liked My Pet Monster.
Oh, it was so good when I was a kid. Well, watch it now because it's
The
garbage.
one person even said, it was awesome when I was a kid. Not so much right now. And I'm like, yeah, see what happens? See what happens when nostalgia causes you to think something's awesome until you actually watch it again and realize it was hot garbage?
Yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea to promote the show by boosting the post with, oh, shit, we're up to 99 likes.
Yeah.
Somebody be our number 100, and Tim will give you an erotic lap dance. Right, Tim?
Well, it's not going to be for free.
So, yeah, I made a boosted post for the My Pet Monster,
I have no food in my
and I
fridge.
said we finally found a cartoon worse than Hammerman. A lot of people disagree.
Well,
Matthew Adams says, nah, that was a great stupid show. Richard Brown says, hey, fuck you. The show was funny as hell. Ian Shire, I liked it. And the so bad it's good live action movie. Darcy John, this is one of my favorites. Sean Simius, screw that. The show was freaking awesome. Watched it as a kid, and now my son watches and loves it. Michelle Sorge.
Who would
Children
put
and
that to?
I'm calling children
yeah.
and youth.
CPS.
Jeez.
Come for
Hey,
Sean
kids watch
Simius.
that.
Amber Hennisley and Kathy Hickman loved My Pet Monster. Billy Hicks, the show was amazing. Shut your mouth. I'm pretty sure he's dead, Bill Hicks.
It's a different Bill Hicks.
All right. Obviously, because this one has no taste.
Well,
Jose
no,
Martinez is now singing Hammerman in his head, so
yeah.
Suck on that.
Hammer man.
Alan McPherson, that show was my childhood. Sorry to hear that. Kitsune Koei recommends The Adventures of Hercules. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
And Bonnie Ricer, as a kid, I loved it. Not so much now. No shit, it sucks.
Bonnie, you're right. Everybody else is a bunch of dumbasses. The show is terrible.
So that's-
okay, let's keep going.
So yeah,
Way to alienate our audience by making fun of
that's
them.
not our audience because nobody. They just reacted to the post and didn't listen. Didn't
Yeah,
listen to the
seriously.
episode.
If you're gonna react to a post, listen to the podcast at least.
You're not allowed to comment unless you listen.
There's
to
99
it.
of you who
I
liked
tracked
the page.
metrics.
There's 99 of them who liked the page.
There's 98 because one of them's you. You fucking.
Oh yeah, it is me, isn't it?
Tim invited me to like the page. I was like, dude, I fucking run this shit.
I always felt like being a smarmy dick. But anyway, so there's 98 of you who like this page. So I guess we actually need 2 more likes. So we have to get to 101. Before I give
We
someone a
have
six,
99 likes,
including me.
but a bitch ain't one.
Go
All
fuck
right, we
yourself.
got to get back to.
Yeah, we do. But so I just want to point out
Because my favorite bit of the episode is coming up.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going then. Is it the Batman thing?
Wah, wah. Oh, psh. Why are we walking like this? So is that what next? They decide to break in to Leonardo's tower?
Yes.
Discover secret plan?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the best bit of the episode. They Batman up the building where we're walking like this. You have to watch the episode. We're not gonna break down the bit and ruin it, but you have to watch the episode.
Yeah.
Amazing bit. Episode 2 makes it even better. If you guys remember episode 2.
Really?
You don't remember the flashback episode?
No, I have to watch it again. Because I am going to actually watch all 6 of them.
Didn't Charles Barkley just show up again at that point when they were doing the walking up the building again?
No. Charles Barkley doesn't show up in this episode till the end.
No, but
I don't even remember Charles Barkley being in it at all.
He was in the safety in the PSA at the end.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Tim didn't do his homework.
I watched the episode. It was last night.
So they get to the top of the building and they have the maze of death.
Yeah.
And the regular entrance.
God knows where that one's going to lead. Let's take the maze of death.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be exciting.
Oh my God! And then they bust out the
A
door.
boat could be a boat. A boat's a boat, but a mystery box could be anything.
Yeah. So they
Wow,
bust out of it.
that joke is used in The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Clerks the animated series.
Wow. How to steal jokes. Anyway, what did they face
You have
inside
this
the maze
lovely
of death?
washer and dryer set that the lovely Smithers is standing next to. We can have what's in this box. The box.
So what did they face inside
Which
the
reminds
maze
me
of
of an
death?
episode of
Come
King of the Hill.
No, stop. You already had one today.
I'm teasing.
Anyway, so what did they face in the maze of death?
I forget what they said.
Like what movies
There
were they?
were walls. There were doors. Oh no! What the fuck was? Oh, that's when Randall comes in late. I was trapped in the man's torture
Yeah, he came
basement.
in. Don't make me relive it. So that's way earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
So,
The
no, they
Minotaur?
faced the Minotaur.
Oh, the Minotaur. I thought the
the
Minotaur
Minotaur
almost
got
got you that time, didn't he?
Yeah, but
That's what it
what
was.
movies did they have to watch?
I don't remember.
They had to watch there was a series of movies they had to watch, and they're like, "Oh God!"
I forget.
Watch the episode. The joke is actually pretty damn hilarious. I
In
giggled.
episode 2, they watch Flintstones list.
Oh my
It's
God!
the boss, and they all stand up and they have their feet under. Oh, that shit's hilarious.
So like this I feel like this episode is so.
So they end up in
Askew.
Leonardo's office. They discover his secret plan, which is in a notebook, propping up the desk, right?
Yeah. So they run to the town meeting. Stop the meeting! Stop the meeting! He has a secret plan too. And then like Leonardo
He's
just
openly
says
revealing his
Yeah.
secret plan
And everybody's
that
all
they're all
for
going
it.
to live underground as slaves.
For the Pleasure Dome,
Yeah.
that he's going to build over the city. But then he's like, yeah, but there's more to the plan. And then he's going to flood the tunnels and kill all the workers. Well, then who will run the Pleasure Dome?
Robot
God.
workers.
Well, what if the robot workers gain sentience and rebel?
That may be, but where will they get eggs?
Yeah, it's like they were like
Robot chicken.
they were like what, step 68 or 69 or something
They
like that.
run down his whole plan. The entire town leaves except for the one guy.
I say we stop this Leonardo guy.
No, Where's he from?
Are you even from New Jersey? No, I'm from New York. I just wanted to go to the beach, but I had to stop and use the bathroom.
Oh wait, didn't they have that plan to from that movie? What movie was it? The plan. They had to destroy Leonardo, and I bet you didn't realize that. Or I bet you're shocked to realize that your lovely fiance was me, Randall, the whole time. No, I knew. Ew. Oh wait, didn't they blow up the thing at the end of the movie?
Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pfeiffer. Something Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
But
That was a show they watched.
Didn't Pfeiffer blow up the barn at the end of it, or blow up the new White House at the end of it?
Yeah.
And then
The
you see
White House of
building
the
blows
future.
up- the White House of the future, and it blows up, and then Jay and Silent Bob come out.
You guys want to buy some fireworks?
Yep.
And then the episode ends.
Yeah. But then we get a PSA
Yeah, we get a PSA at the end.
about tying your food up from bears.
Yep. Safety tips with Jay and Silent Bob.
Guest star
Hi.
Charles Barkley.
Hi, I'm Charles Barkley.
I thought we told you to get out of here.
That
sad face.
the
Charles
is the
Barkley.
is it safe line and probably hi, I'm Charles Barkley is probably what I quoted the most out of all my childhood watching this cartoon show. Like what the fuck is Charles Barkley doing?
So like I have not all the other shows we've talked about. I've not gone back and watched another episode of any of them.
Mhm.
This is actually
This is
gonna be the
hands.
one-
This
has to
is
be.
by the end of this series.
Like,
This
not
is
even
still
Attack
going to
of
be
the
my
Killer
favorite
Tomatoes,
show
but I
we've
meant
ever
to.
talked
Yeah.
about.
And I remember Attack of the Killer Tomatoes being entertaining as shit.
Yeah.
And even the first episode when we watched it, and Toxic Crusaders too.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to go back and watch them again, but I never did.
That's
This-
because this show is actually aimed at people our age,
that's true. That is absolutely true. Like this show is
and every episode
snarky as shit.
Yeah.
kills.
Yeah.
The flashback episode is so funny.
I'm gonna watch it when I get home. I'm gonna lay in bed and watch it.
Yeah, I highly recommend you check these episodes out.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, yes.
Super killed before its time. It didn't belong. It didn't deserve to be screwed over by ABC like it did.
No, it did
No.
not. It was excellent. And all four of you who listen to this, I really think you should go and watch them.
Absolutely deserved to be a cartoon.
Yes.
Totally.
No, we don't even have to tie into this. It did deserve to be a cartoon. And
Once this show aired, they were going to do the Clerks sequel. Wasn't there talks of them doing the sequel as just strictly animated?
I don't know.
I
I
remember
wasn't
hearing-
paying attention back then.
I think around that time period, this was probably like
They
around
did end up doing a
2002.
cartoon movie.
Did they?
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob's groovy cartoon movie.
I don't ever
I
remember.
never
never
that.
saw
saw
it.
it. Yeah, I never
Yeah.
saw that either.
I mean, I saw Jay and Silent Bob
It's
Strike
probably
Back. I
crap
saw
because
Clerks
it's
2.
because it's late era Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Clerks 2 were actually pretty damn good.
That's still early Kevin. I'm talking about like post Clerks too. Red State and Tusk and Yoga Hosers.
No, I didn't see
Zack
any
and
of
Miri
those.
was okay.
Okay. Well, what
Oh,
about
yeah, I forgot about Zack
what about
and Miri.
Jersey Girl? With
Jersey Girl
Ben
was
Affleck?
before Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Was
number
it?
one. It was definitely before Clerks 2.
It
Was
was
it?
before Clerks 2, but after Jay and Silent
It was
Bob.
after Jay.
it was in the but I actually thought it was an entertaining as hell movie. It was touching.
You just have a crush on Ben Affleck.
I'm
There's
fucking
nothing
Ben
wrong with that.
Affleck.
We all do.
I'm starting to think of the Jimmy Kimmel show. I'm fucking Ben Affleck. And like how Sarah Silverman was fucking Matt Damon.
Oh, okay.
But that's an aside. But I thought, honestly, God, I don't think.
How do you like these apples?
Hey, I got her phone number. How about damn apples? And then applesauce, bitch. Goodwill Hunting 2, hunting season. Honestly, God, like I don't think there is a View Askew movie I don't like. I mean, like I said, Chasing Amy is the weakest of the bunch in my opinion.
I think
Yeah.
Clerks is the best one. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is my second favorite.
Ooh, if I had to pick a second, Dogma is my second favorite. But
I only ever saw Dogma once, so I should probably revisit that. But
you should. Alanis Morissette is God.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
she
true.
is God. I forgot about that.
Well, God is also an old man, but that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there. But so, like, honestly, Dogma is my second favorite. But favorite?
it's
Oh.
hard. It's hard to say that there's any cinematic moment greater than
Than
George
Dante.
Carlin teaching two stoners how to
The
do
unwritten book
Roadhead.
of the road. I'll take a shot in the mouth if it'll get me a few miles. Oh my God! Then the scene
You
with Carrie
follow the
Fisher.
book?
Yeah. Oh, every day of my life. Okay. I think I got one of them that nun's pubes stuck in my teeth.
That was Carrie Fisher.
It was
wasn't
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
I would have.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that was before she got all strokey and stuff.
Yeah.
But I take it. I don't mean any disrespect to Carrie Fisher. May she rest in peace.
You didn't deserve to go out of the Star Wars movies with that stupid flying through space thing.
Yeah, you deserve
Shit
better.
Sucked.
That was the Force, bro.
No,
It was the
It
Force,
didn't
bro.
suck, but I
it
still
was
thought.
stupid.
they really
that was
could've-
a stupid scene.
Honest God, if they had just ended it right there and she didn't come back,
They
That was
that should they should have used that to kill her.
That would have been fine if they did that. But
it would have been
Yeah.
tragic and everybody would have been hurt
But they had to.
just in pain the rest of the movie because then you would have. Oh wait, spoiler alert! Anybody who's not seen the latest Star Wars movie, I guess, but then you would have lost both of them in the same movie, and it would have just Empire Strikes Back ends on a down note. Well, then Episode 8 ends on a down note.
Which did you like better, Empire or Return of the Jedi? Empire, or Jedi? Blasphemy.
Yeah,
Empire ends on such a downer.
we had that discussion before. Are you quoting the discussion? Or
Quoting Clerks.
Are you really?
Yes.
Then we've had the exact same discussion. I don't even remember that.
Salsa shark. I need a bigger boat. Man goes into cage. Cage goes into salsa. Shark's in the salsa. Or shark.
So anyway, so it did deserve to be a cartoon.
Totally.
What say we land this
Let's
bird?
land this bird.
Yep.
At the end of every episode, we like to give our own pitches for shows that we think could have adaptations that could have stood up against some of these shows in sort of a Saturday morning block. I want to go first because I think we're all thinking the same thing. My pitch this week is Mallrats, the animated series.
Ooh, I like it.
It would basically be a grown-up version of that show 16 that neither of you know or remember from the early 2000s.
Nope.
16, spelled 6, T-E-N. Canadian animated series. It aired on Nickelodeon. It was about kids that hung out in the mall. You could totally do a Mallrats the animated series. Grown up it like the fucking Clerks or Friday, and yeah, that'd be great. Having adventures in the mall and doing stupid stuff.
Yeah,
totally work.
What do you got?
Come back to me.
Oh,
I don't have a pitch right now.
How about I can do this? Oh, how about Gremlins the animated series? Did we already pitch that?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
there you
I'll
go.
go with that. Gremlins the animated series. I think, and every episode has a new evil gremlin. So, like, you remember in Gremlins 2 how there was all the different mutations and stuff? So every episode would focus on a different evil gremlin, like the electric episode.
Who played Billy Peltzer? The guy that we almost met.
Zach
Bale?
Galligan.
Zach Gilligan.
Galligan. Yeah,
Did I say Scott Baio?
Yeah.
you did say Scott.
I almost said
Scott Baio? Fuck. Neil Patrick Harris?
no.
Nick Pietrasante?
Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula.
What
From
the
Quantum
fuck
Leap?
was he? Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he was also the captain on Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
What else? Scott Bakula was in a bunch of stuff.
It was Quantum Leap, and I never got to see where they leapt. You knew where they leapt.
So yeah, there we go. Gremlins the animated series. Anything?
That'll work.
I just had it. I just lost it again.
Were
Please
you
talk
gonna
into
suggest
the
Munchies?
No.
Monchi Cheese, the
Monchi
animated
Cheese,
series.
The animated series. Fuck, I just lost it. I can't think of it.
Debbie Does Dallas the animated series.
Whoa.
Deep Throat, the animated series.
Ginger on the Rocks the animated series.
I just fucking thought of it. I lost it. Oh, I'll just go with Stripes, the animated series. I had that written down for a while ago.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I'd watch the hell of that, but Bill Murray has to actually voice Bill Murray.
Like Police Academy. No, you can get Lorenzo Music. He voiced Peter Venkman in the Ghostbusters cartoon
And Garfield.
and Garfield.
Who then,
then
Bill
Bill
Murray
Murray went on to be
voiced
Garfield.
And then I think Bill Murray said he hated his voice in the cartoon. And then he ended up being Garfield.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so those are our pitches. That is all you have to say for Clerks. 100% recommended.
Yep.
Go online and watch
Totally.
it right now. Buy the DVD. The DVD is hilarious because in between the episodes, there's like scenes of Jay and Silent Bob like cleaning up Randall's house.
Oh, it was actually Randall's house? I watched the DVD.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be his mansion.
Okay.
And he's like, go clean my pool or whatever the fuck. But yeah, Clerks is
Alright.
great. Loved it. Definitely the best show we've watched so far. Tune in next week. I think we're gonna watch Friday. We already did watch Friday. We recorded it an hour ago.
Yeah, so
So you're gonna hear Friday.
our episodes are posted in the same order that they posted Clerks.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
But
face it.
we don't have continuity like the fucking Clerks.
No, we keep
to show
accidentally
that
making continuity. That's
to
the
show that
problem.
flashback episode without having shown the first episode is totally
I'm
screwed the whole
surprised we
series.
didn't have Clerks action figures.
There were.
I think
There's
were.
vinyl
There
figures.
is.
They're vinyl
There-
figures.
Yeah, I remember my friend bought Jay and probably Silent Bob
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, he's probably the kind of guy who have the Scarface friggin' lamp too.
With the gun.
Yeah. No, let me tell you something. My roommate has the Scarface lamp, and she's the kind of person with it. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. You don't even appreciate its cinematic qualities and stuff like that. Even though
Brian De Palma's a hack.
by the way, controversial thing for this episode is
Dario Argento's a hack.
No. My controversial thing for this episode is
Lucio Fulci's
Scarface
a
is not that
hack.
good of a movie. I really don't think it's that good of a movie. I think it's actually pretty much trash.
That's like that John Mulaney joke where he's like, I don't understand when people
is
say
the
I like
recording.
I like movies like The Godfather and Scarface. That's like saying I like foods like steak and Skittles.
Yeah. Like, honest to God,
Yeah.
like I want to see somebody sit through like Big Fish or What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, which was an amazing movie. I wanna
Big
see-
Fish was trash.
Fuck you.
Tim Burton's a hack fraud. Let's land this plane.
All right.
All right, if you want to find us online, you obviously have already done so because you're listening to us. Facebook at WITA Cartoon. Send us emails. We'll read them eventually. WITAcartooncast at gmail.com. We're also on YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify and Google Play, and you can find our direct RSS feed on our Facebook page. Plug that into your favorite podcasting app, and then you'll automatically get the new episodes every week.
Mhm.
But as for tonight, this is the Why Is This Cartooncast. I'm Joey.
I'm Tim.
I'm Chris.
And we will see you guys later.